Okay, an official welcome everyone to our DROM for Seniors info session. Today, my name is Emily. I'm the founder of Stronger You Senior Fitness. But today we are here to talk about the DROM for Seniors program. DROM is the incredible combination, excuse me, of drumming the drum and mindfulness the ohm. So drum plus ohm equals drome. Say that 10 times fast. And so that's why we call the program drome. It's a play off of those two words. Now, you might be wondering, why is Emily from Stronger You Senior Fitness talking to us about the Drome for Seniors program? Well, let me start a little bit about the background of Stronger You and how we came to be the home of the Drome for Seniors instructor course and program. So Stronger You is an education company. We're actually the first of our kind globally, and we do have established partnerships all across the globe. And what we do is we really focus on online instructor education and providing you with 30 minutes of brand new class content every single month so you can learn it and teach to your groups. So we have two flagship courses at Stronger You. We have the Stronger You Senior Fitness Instructor course, which we had an info session on last week and we're not going to talk about today. If you are interested in that course, the next one will be the first week of February 5th, I believe. And then the other program that we offer is the Drome for Seniors Instructor course, which is what we're going to be talking about today. Now, with all of our programs, we really focus on creating fitness experiences using the 6 dimensions of wellness. So we will talk more about this in a little bit, but we feel very strongly at Stronger You that it can't just be about the physical or the fitness or the exercise, because we want there to be something for everyone. So we get as many people as possible to not only get the physical benefit, but so many other benefits as well. And this is something that is so ingrained into the Jerome for Seniors program as well. And then a little bit about who we serve: recreation, activity, fitness, and life enrichment professionals, primarily those working in senior living organizations, everywhere from long-term care, skilled nursing, assisted living, independent living, and community-based programs, 50 plus clubs, gyms. Did you guys know 2026, we have now hit the peak of the silver tsunami? All the oldest baby boomers are now turning 80. Isn't that crazy? As of this year, the oldest baby boomers are now turning 80. So if you've worked in the senior living sector for a while, or any senior serving sector, really, we've been talking about this need for infrastructure, for community programming, for senior housing because of the silver tsunami that was coming. And we are really seeing that silver tsunami starting to crest and peak, and it's going to really start to need these services and options that you all are part of. And then we also work with post-secondary institutions. So colleges and universities are adopting our program so that way students can graduate already Stronger You or Drome for Senior certified. And so our goal is to really bridge that gap between knowledge and practice. So this is what really sets us apart, and why we have so many partners globally is because there are many amazing senior fitness, drumming, all sorts of courses out there, but you learn some knowledge and then you're not really sure how to put it together. So you're going to Google, you're going to YouTube, trying to figure out what to actually teach in your classes. So that's what's very different about Stronger You, is we give you the knowledge, but then also the practical class content to learn and teach to your group. And then a lot of what I do is debunking misconceptions about aging and exercise and what the older adults we work with can really do. I know sometimes there's a concern about safety, about risk, but that's what we're here to do, is to put your mind at ease and arm you with the education you need to really be able to help the older adults you work with to be stronger, to be fitter, to have more fun, and do some really, really incredible fitness experiences. So the DROM experience, the DROM practice was actually created by a woman named Val Shaw. Some of you may be familiar with Val. She's very active in conferences and she does a lot of amazing energizers for big corporations. And she came up with the DROM practice, drumming and mindfulness together. And she did create a course around it, but she felt that she didn't really have the time to give it what it needed. And so she was talking to a mutual colleague of ours about wanting to find a home for the Drone for Seniors course, or the Drone course at the time. And that mutual colleague of ours said, hey, you should reach out to Emily from Stronger You Senior Fitness. And so we met, I learned about the program, and I fell absolutely in love with it because it really aligned with all the values and the mission that we have at Stronger You, which again, we talked about this already, this fitness experience, something more than just exercise. So let's talk about what is a drone class all about. Well, there are three parts to every Drone for Seniors class. The first is the getting grounded practice, okay? On average, it's about 5 minutes, sometimes up to 6 minutes. It can be longer or shorter. So just like with the Stronger You programs, everything is meant to be modified so it's perfect for your group. You might find like, hey, Emily, our group only wants to do 2 minutes of getting grounded and we want to get into the drumming. And that's totally fine. So you're going to be able to adapt it to your group. So we don't have time for me to do a whole demo on all the parts of the Drone for Seniors program, but just for a moment, I want to take you through maybe 2.5 minutes of our getting grounded practice, okay? So we always start by welcoming our participants. We say, welcome everyone to today's Drone for Seniors class. Drone is a unique combination of drumming, the drum, and mindfulness, the Om, and that's why we call it Drone. Every Drone for Seniors class starts with our getting grounded practice, where we focus on purposeful breathing, tall posture, and connecting our body and mind to the present moment. Let's start by just sitting up nice and tall in our chairs. And please join in this part because your body could probably use it. Nice and tall in our chairs. I want you to imagine your head was so tall it could almost touch the ceiling. Shoulders are down and back and slightly squeezing to create a tall, proud, and confident chest. Your abdominals are engaged, and I'm assuming you're all sitting, so feel the support of the seat beneath your legs and your feet resting gently on the ground. Now, let's take another deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. If you feel comfortable to do so, you can allow your eyes to gently close, or simply just soften your gaze down towards your desk or the floor. Take another deep breath in through the nose and out. And as you breathe, I want you to imagine that you're standing at the beginning of a wide open space. There's no pressure, no expectations, just openness. And this space represents possibilities, the understanding that there is always more ahead, always more available, and always more within reach than you may realize. Take another deep breath in, and as you breathe in, I want you to imagine the space growing even wider. And as you breathe out, let go of any limits or doubts that you might be carrying with you today. Possibilities don't have to be big and dramatic. Sometimes they're small, like learning about a new program for your group or experiencing a moment of joy. All right, so we're going to pause there. I probably went over 2.5 minutes, but I wanted you to get a little bit of that. So you kind of noticed I went from a sort of high energy at the beginning, telling them what drone was, what we're going to be starting with our getting grounded practice, tall posture, purposeful breathing, mindfulness. And I kind of slowed my speech and my breathing down as we got into it. So that's typically how you'll start a Drone for Seniors class. If you're like me, you usually come into your classes with like, yeah, let's do this, lots of energy, woohoo! And they're excited. And that's the amazing part of the Getting Grounded practice, is that it's this opportunity for them to leave the hustle and bustle and energy of whatever was going on in their day behind and to just come and be present with you in the amazing Drone for Seniors class. So each of the Getting Grounded practices has a theme. So the theme of the one I was doing a little bit of for you was the theme of possibilities. And we start off with the earlier classes with very easy themes. So the very first Drone for Seniors class that you gain access to, the theme is basically breathing. Breathing, not necessarily quieting the mind, but allowing thoughts, noticing their patterns, allowing them to come in, and then just noticing when they go. Because a lot of times, if you've never done a program like this with your group, they're like not used to meditation, and this might be a little bit weird for them, and like, ooh, I don't know if that's for me. So this is meant to be very accessible to anyone, no matter their background in mindfulness, and really to be able to get them to incorporate some of it, because there's so many benefits that you're going to learn about during the program. So that's the first 5 minutes. Then we bring the energy back up with our getting energized portion. This is the main portion of the class. It's 20 minutes of cardio drumming, which is amazing for the heart, lungs, brain, and muscles. So again, so many benefits for the brain for drumming, so many benefits for our muscles, our heart, our lungs. So that's what we're really focused on during this portion. And it's one of those things where you don't really feel like you're exercising because you're hitting that ball or your chair, you're hitting that whatever surface you're using, and you're having a ton of fun. So you'll find people want to join this program who maybe don't normally join exercise because they don't really feel like they're exercising. They feel like they're doing this for just really cool experience. And then the last portion of the program is the calm portion. So we went from, you come in, you're woohoo, we're gonna do Drone for Seniors. You grounded them, you kind of slowed things down, you sped things back up with the getting energized portion. And then the calm practice is, again, we're going to take it back down. And so to bridge that high energy to more calm state, we do what's called the DROM journey. And the DROM journey is about 2.5 minutes of building a beat with our bodies. So it's this very natural, organic sort of building a beat experience that keeps the energy, but just kind of brings it down to a lower frequency and then prepares us to go into that final meditation, which revisits the same theme of the getting grounded practice. So I won't go into an actual example, but if we were thinking about our possibilities, we might tell them to have a nice deep breath and to acknowledge and celebrate all of the possibilities that they experienced during the class. Maybe it was a moment of confidence. Maybe it was just showing up and sticking it through, even though it felt a little bit funny. We just asked them to kind of reflect and think about the possibilities. We asked them to think about how they can take the openness, the curiosity, the possibilities, that feeling from the class, and how they'll take it with them the rest of the day. So there's a lot of far-reaching benefits from the program. All right, the Drone for Seniors instructor course. So 3 parts. We've got 3 parts of the program: getting grounded, getting energized, calm, and then we have 3 parts of the instructor course. So the first part is all around the Drone for Seniors methodology and the benefits of the program. So I've kind of thrown a few of them out there about how amazing cardio drumming is for the heart, lungs, and brain. So you're going to learn all about those benefits and the science behind it during part 1. Part 2 is where we go into each of the specific 3 key elements of each Drone for Seniors class. You're going to start to learn each of the 3 sections, get to see the big picture, experience it, start to learn it a little bit, start to learn the why behind each of the sections. And then part 3 is the guided practice modules. So if you are already a Stronger You Senior Fitness instructor, depending on how long ago actually, more recent Stronger You instructor, you're familiar with the guided practice modules. modules. These are short 20 to 30-minute practice sessions that take you through learning your first drone for seniors class. And just like with the Stronger You practical video, we are not expecting perfection at this point, okay? We see this as one stop on your learning journey, and the more classes you gain access to, the more you practice, the more education that you receive as the months go on, we know the more you're going to get into this practice. So we are not expecting perfection. We just want to say that it's safe and that you're demonstrating the key items that we need to see for all Stronger You and Drone for Seniors instructors, okay? So don't be too afraid of this part. You don't have to do it live with a group. It's just you in a room with a camera. It doesn't have to be a grand production. We've seen people do it at work, at home, in their backyards, in their bedrooms, with kids, with pets. We've seen everything. So yeah, don't be worried about this practical video part. You're going to do great. It's really just an opportunity for us to give you kudos on what you're doing well and give you some feedback on where you can continue to improve. So I talked first about the 6 dimensions of wellness and creating a fitness experience. So this is something so core to what we do at Stronger You. And so when I met with Val, the creator of Drone Practice, and she started talking to me about the dimensions of wellness, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so aligned. And it's so important because older adults are not just looking for exercise. They're looking for opportunities for meaning, for connection, to laugh, to lift their mood. They want something more. And really, Stronger You does it as well, but Drone for Seniors does it on a different sort of level, just through the nature of the program, the mindfulness and the drumming. So you're certainly going to get a great physical benefit for your group through doing the program. Big intellectual benefit, just like the Stronger You programs. But again, drumming inherently, drumming and crossing as well, just has incredible brain benefit. The emotional dimension of wellness, same as Stronger You, mostly through the use of our music, music that is familiar, music that energizes the groups that you're going to be working with. And then also the mindfulness. Every Drone for Seniors class begins and ends with this incredible mindfulness. I was doing the program at one of our partner sites. And afterwards, one of the participants came up to me and she actually told me how she's experiencing some bullying. She's a younger resident, and so she's in pretty good shape. She likes to exercise. And so some of the other ladies who are maybe older than her, not quite as fit, they seemed not to want to spend time with her, or maybe they felt intimidated by her. And here she is just wanting to make friends. And she told me that she was having a lot of social anxiety lately, and that coming to the Drone for Seniors class really helped her to be able to forget about it and just really take a big, beautiful breath. And so she was like, thank you, Emily, so much for allowing me to have this beautiful moment. So you'll see that this class is almost like a vacation or an escape for your group from, ailing family members, from finances, from social dynamics, so many things. It's just a really, really great mental health break for so many. So sense of vocation or sense of purpose, just like with Stronger You, within this course, we talk about how to create a fitness community where there is something everyone can do to play a part, whether it's putting out the balls or handing out the drumsticks or handing out water or taking attendance. How can people feel like they're not just there to sit in a seat, but to truly be a part of a fitness community? The social dimension of wellness. We've talked about this with Stronger You, where you're at the front and you're doing your thing, and everyone's just staring at you. And even though we're in a group, we're not necessarily being social. But really, we could be drumming in some of our programs on other people's drums. So we're looking at them and kind of laughing, right? Sometimes we're hitting sticks with our neighbors. So there is actual connectedness within the class. And then also just with the nature of drumming, right? Creating a beat together, hearing everyone drumming as one, or hearing that one person who's not quite with us, right? Not in a bad way, but it's just kind of in a funny way of like, oh, Joan's off again, that kind of thing. Oh, and sorry, we have a Joan in the room today. I wasn't actually meeting you, Joan. I'm sure you will be right on right on beat. And then the spiritual dimension of wellness. So not necessarily religious, but spiritual in our getting grounded practice, our calm practice, that purposeful breathing and that mindfulness is kind of a really beautiful spiritual experience. And those who do really love prayer and religion, you might even find them taking that time to say a little prayer for themselves or to connect in a spiritual way that makes sense for them. All right, getting to the end here, I got two more slides for you. Becoming a DROM for Seniors instructor. So same as the Stronger You. If you've gone through the Stronger You instructor course, it's the exact same. You complete the online course, takes about 8 to 12 hours. You practice your first DROM for Seniors class with those getting grounded, guided practice modules, and then you submit your video. You're gonna pass, you're gonna be fine. And then once you receive your pass, you get 30 minutes of brand new seated and standing class content every single month for the next year. So the pricing includes both your enrollment in the course and your first year of monthly class content. The cost is $370 US, 466 Canadian. Nobody's getting a deal. It's just based on current exchange rates. And just like with Stronger You, all enrollments are all enrollments are protected by our annual turnover protection. So if you have an assistant that you're thinking of putting through this program and you're not quite sure if that assistant is going to be around 3 months, 6 months, 9 months from now, you just send us an email and you say, hey, this person is no longer with us, but we've just hired this person and we can enroll them at no additional cost. Okay. We do have department discounts available. So if you have teams of 3 or more, I'm going to send each of you a follow-up email with the recording, with the slides. So feel free to hit reply and let me know if you have a team and we can give you the specific quote for your team. Essentially, the more people after 3 that you certify, the lower the price per person. Okay. And so I want to go to Mildred's question on this. So with, oh, you don't see any slides, Gina?
Nope.
Oh,
No.
does everyone else see slides? Yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm not sure about that, Gina. Are you on an iPad?
No.
No, regular computer?
Computer.
Okay,
Um, I'm in my view and it says gallery. Uh, I don't know how else to get it. Maybe if I
okay.
full screen. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you want maybe presenter view. Maybe try that.
Put it in
Okay,
what?
but this is my last slide, but you'll get the slides. So you'll
Okay.
be able to go back and see the recording too if you were like, what was she talking about? Sorry about that, Gina. All right, so with the Drone for Seniors instructor course, there's no annual renewal. So we consider this to be a continuing education certification. So with any continuing education certification, there's typically not a renewal that's required. With something like Stronger You, which is a general senior fitness certification, there is that continuing education and renewal required to stay certified. So no renewal required for this program. But I think what Mildred was asking at the beginning, and correct me if I'm wrong after this, Mildred, she was asking if you could have both certifications or you have to choose one. So I think what you were saying is I did a call with our Aspira group, which I see a bunch of you here today, where as a Stronger You instructor, which I think a bunch of you in the room are, not just the Aspira people, if you would like, you don't have to renew, let's say, year 2, year 3 of Stronger You. Instead, what you could do for your renewal is you can enroll in the DROM for Seniors instructor course. So we will accept that as you still taking part in continuing education, there's education that goes with the videos, right? So you're continuing to learn, and so that satisfies the requirement for you as a Stronger You senior fitness instructor. What happens though is if you say your renewal, let's say, is due January 31st, and you say, hey, I'm going to enroll in the Drone for Seniors course, that will satisfy your renewal. You just won't get any new Stronger You class content that year because we assume that you will be busy learning the Drone for Seniors program and learning and teaching that class content. but you can do both. It's just an additional cost. You would pay your normal Stronger You renewal and you'll get another year of class content. And then you'd pay your registration for the DROM for Seniors Instructor course and you'll gain access to that as well. So we have had tons of instructors do that too, where they're like, no, I still want my Stronger You stuff and my new Stronger You content. And I also want DROM. So you can do both or you can do just DROM for seniors, and that will keep your Stronger You certification active for the year. Okay, hopefully that made sense. Let me know, Mildred, if I did not get that right. Okay,
I
all
do have a
right.
question.
Yeah,
Can I
yes,
ask
go
it?
ahead. Yes,
Okay,
that's great.
so it's what do you it's
There you are.
Depender right here, Depender
Ooh,
and myself from Berry View.
yeah.
So my question is, so you answer my question, but
Okay, good.
also because
Mm,
it's only two of us, I was thinking like maybe so I have a Drums Alive certification.
okay, cool.
So I am a fitness instructor, before even these or years and years. But
Yeah.
can we keep one Stronger You and one drumming and I mean, yeah, one drum and one Stronger You? And can we like how can I say share?
No, no, you wouldn't be
No.
able to share just because for our liability purposes, we can't have anyone teaching the Drone for Seniors instructor content who hasn't gone through the course and become fully certified. And we received the practical video that's for like legal and liability reasons.
No,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Like in
Yeah.
this case, I have my certification, but she doesn't. So if
Yes.
she gets a certification for drum, and I continue with a Stronger You for
Yes.
cardio and
Yep. Okay.
strength,
Yes, I understand.
then
Yes. So you're saying
then
you're gonna just you're gonna continue your normal renewal with Stronger You, and you're gonna be the one who more focuses on that program, and she's gonna go through the Drone for Seniors program. And yes, yes, that can totally happen.
perfect. Okay, that
The
way,
only
uh-huh.
the only thing I'll say is because you're at Aspira, so this only goes for the Aspira people in the room. Everyone else, you can just ignore what I'm saying here. Um, your regional and national team will still require, I think Depinder already is strong
Yeah,
user,
we both
right?
are.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So they will require her to finish that. Or you did finish it. So you're good. Yes, I think you're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both finished a Stronger You,
Yes.
but we were wondering if we can, you know what I mean, have both.
Gotcha. So
That
when Depinder's
way,
next renewal comes up, she's not going to renew that year for Stronger You. She's going to renew for Drone, but you're going to
Yeah.
still do your Stronger You renewal.
Yes.
Yes, perfect. And that will keep her Stronger You certified as well. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
I
exactly.
understand
Okay, thank
now.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You're welcome.
I
Good
have
question.
a question or two, Emily.
Yes. Sorry, who's speaking? I had
It's
to.
Joan from New Jersey.
Oh, there you are. Okay, it
Hi.
didn't light up for me.
Oh, okay. So I don't work in a senior home.
Yeah.
I do my laughter yoga and I find my own clients and I go out
Yes.
and do it like that.
Yeah.
So, my question is, um, like I think one of my well, I'm getting off track. My
No,
question
that's
is,
okay.
what do these people hit a fitness ball or something else? Because I don't want to
Great
have to
question.
carry fitness balls around with me, right?
Yes. Great question. Yeah, so great question. That's awesome. So we in the video do drum on a big fitness ball, but you do not have to. So what we'll see in a lot of our communities is they will actually just drum on the seat of a chair. And if they have padded chairs, that's even better. If they don't, so let's say they just have a regular old plastic folding chair, which is probably a lot of community centers you work at. More senior living settings, if you're traveling to senior living settings, they'll have like padding on the chair. So what you could do instead is don't travel with 15, 20 balls. Instead, go to the dollar store and buy 15 or 20 throw towels, like just small, fold in half, fits on a chair, and just put one of those on each of the seat of the chairs and just you can drum on just that. And the only reason we recommend that, you don't really even have to do that, but it just dampens the sound a little
Ah,
bit because plastic and drumsticks is quite
yeah. As soon as you said that,
like
yeah.
hearing
The
aids
other
is like
thing, the
yeah.
other thing I'm thinking, just hearing you say that, is to buy those noodles and cut them
Yeah,
in half. That would be good too. All right,
people do
perfect.
that as well. People do that
Because
as well,
that's been
especially
holding
with
me back. Like, how do you
people
do
with
this without
hand
Capone?
arthritis. The noodles are great. So
All right.
memory care, people will use
Yeah.
noodles as well.
Other two other questions. They're not as long
Yeah,
as this one. What would be an average pay rate? I know I live in an expensive part of the country, but
yeah.
for people to get paid to do this in a senior home.
We get that question so often, and we have really no advice because, like you said, it's what city, it's what community you're trying to go and work in. So
Okay.
we just say, look at the going rates for you,
Yeah.
your time. Like every
Okay.
instructor, different experience levels charge different things. So
Perfect. Understood.
yeah,
And my
yeah.
last question is, you said on an earlier slide that you get 30 minutes of music seated or standing. Is it 30 minutes for a seated class and 30 minutes for standing? Like, is it different?
Great question. So you get 30 minutes of class content seated and standing. The versions, it's the exact same class content. So you as an instructor could actually teach it where some people are seated and some people are standing, making it
Okay.
more accessible for more people to join your program.
Okay.
But you mentioned about music. The music is not included in the program. What happens
Oh
is
yeah, I saw that.
in your choreography notes, it
Hmm.
says click here to access the music. It could be purchasing through Power Music. It could be here for free on Spotify or YouTube. We try to do it in a lot of places
Okay.
with free options. But yeah, so that's where you get the music from is within. But the classes seated and standing are the same choreography, just a standing version and a seated version.
Okay.
So you could,
I do have one last question. Does
yeah.
this work in memory care as well?
Yes,
It does? Okay.
yes. And if you've, anyone who's worked here in memory care, music, right? Music in memory
Yeah.
care is just like it unlocks the brain in crazy
Yeah.
ways. So
Okay.
yes, yes.
Thank you.
Let me pause there because I know we're 5 minutes over the half an hour mark. I want to do the what's it called? The draw. Words are hard for me today. You saw me take a sip of my coffee. I should have had my coffee before class. Okay, I want to just set this up. And I think I saw a question in the chat, so don't worry. I'm coming to you there. Let me just get this wheel. And then, oh, no, that's not the list. This is it. And I just want to make sure I have everyone. I think we did have some people who had to leave, but that's okay. Makes all of your odds a little better. Okay, so let me see. Oh, good. So I have Amber. We have two Amy's. We have an Anna. Barbara. I didn't see Barbara come in. Gina's here though. Joan, Caitlin. Okay, Caitlin had to leave. I did see her here. Lexi's here. We would have had two Lori's. Mary, Nesta, and then we have Depinder I added. Okay, let me just double check. Okay, let me put you all in the wheel. This is the exciting part. And I just need to make sure our Amy's each have a last initial. Let's see here. Okay, so we have Amy S and Amy R. Okay. And Caitlin had to leave, so let's take care of it. Okay. I think I have everybody. I'm going to reshare so you can see the wheel and just quickly make sure you see your name. This one's turning, so just look here. Does everyone see their name? Did I miss anyone? No? Looks like everyone's there. Okay, awesome. I am going to click the wheel. So exciting. Wait, gotta wait for the confetti. Yay, Depinder! Awesome. Very good. So very good. We will send Depinder her special promo code for 50% off. That's awesome. Let me bring my slides back up here. Okay, and now if you have to go feel free. I know you guys are all so busy, but if you want to stick around, we're going to continue with questions. Let me get the chat opened back up here. Let me see here. Okay, let me just do Amber's question. Is Amber still here? Yeah, okay, perfect. All right, so just wanted to explain the difference between Stronger and DROM. If we are not certified through Stronger U, can we still be DROM? Yes, no worries. And you joined late, you're going to get the recording. You can watch the part that you hadn't been able to see. So Stronger U Senior Fitness Instructor certification is a general senior fitness certification for people who want to be able to teach cardio, strength, flexibility, and balance programming. So with that, you take the course and then you get monthly class content according to those 4 formats: cardio, strength, stretch, and circuit, which is our balance focus program. But you don't have to be a Stronger U instructor in order to take the DROM for Seniors Instructor course. But we do have a lot of companies who require their employees to be Stronger U instructors first. So that's maybe kind of what you're hearing a little bit from the group. Right. Oh no, I think you were on there, Rochelle. Okay, Gina has to go. Let me see. Oh, you weren't on there, Rochelle. I'm so sorry about that. Okay. I don't want to take it away from Depinder, so we'll leave it as is, but I'm going to throw you in the next one we do next month. I'm so sorry about that, Rochelle. I will throw you in next month. So that way you still get put in there for a chance. Jeez, look at me. This is why coffee. I should be drinking it earlier. All right, any more questions, guys? And I know you have to run, so feel free if you have to take off. Oh, thank you, Anna. I'm more awesome when I'm caffeinated. Any student promos discount? No, so we really don't do any promos or discounts with any of our programs. We just do our best to make sure they are priced very affordably compared to what else is out there in terms of certifications. So yeah, if you ever do see that Stronger U is running a promo, jump on it because it's probably the only one. I don't think we did any last year at all. So yeah, nothing going on right now, nothing planned to be going on. Any other questions? Doesn't hurt to ask though, right? Okay. Oh, awesome. Good. Okay, all right. Well, looks like everyone is taking off. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will send out the recording and the slides probably about within the hour. You'll see those things.